Greetings and salutations, listeners. This is the Capeless Crusaders, your number one, hopefully, podcast for anything comic book related.
Hopefully.
I mean, I hope that you think
It
we're number one.
is.
Yeah, we are. No. So, as
Confidence.
always, you should check us out on our varying social medias.
Medias.
We are on Facebook at The Capeless Crusaders, at Instagram at The Capeless Crusaders, on Twitter as The Capeless Ones because they don't allow for as many characters. We're also on the YouTube as The Capeless Crusaders, and please check us out on iTunes where we are at The Capeless Crusaders.
Ooh.
Give us a review, give us a 5-star rating if you like us. If you don't like us, give us a 5-star rating and we'll never talk to you again. We'll move on, with our day.
I like that this is video because they can see I am visually altered and annoyed by the use of medias.
Yes, there it is. Now, once Drew gets in here, we can just see how angry he is.
I can't wait.
My name is David Barry at drbarry on varying social medias. To my right, we have
Deflated. Greetings, foolish mortals. It is the Mad Piper. I'm going to make an amendment to this. This is a special team. We don't have a Drew, so I've got a little bit of time I can fudge out of this right now.
Oh, gosh.
I'm going to give you guys some information. I'm using a lot of Instagram recently. Don't find me on Twitter. Don't find me on Facebook. I'm nowhere. I'm on Instagram as the Mad Piper. Just the Mad Piper. It's easy. No more that Mad Piper, that when, where, what Mad Piper. The Mad Piper on Instagram. And I'm putting a dub smash up every day.
Dub
I'm
smash.
putting 2 up on Tuesdays. It's the Tuesdaily double.
Ooh.
I like that.
DUBBLE.
Tuesday twofer?
Yeah.
D-
And we're starting to do collaborations.
With
I'm
tacos?
going nuts with this. So check Instagram. That's where it is. There's action there.
Fantastic.
It's active.
I like it.
I like it.
Cool. So the Mad Piper. Why did we do this way?
I mean, if I went that way, we would have had to do it that way anyway. I mean, it
Whatever.
was going to be weird no
So,
matter what.
Hold on.
It's strange.
Alley-oop.
There it is.
Bam! Dunked it with my Hella Proud shirt on. This is Curtis at Calm Down Warning at Existential Romeo. I don't really have anything that I'm doing that you really need to see outside of this. So just find that. Oh, you're already here.
Welcome. You're already in the doors. Not joining us tonight.
Yes.
We are missing Drew McClintock at DrewJMC on everything.
Beloved producer.
He is in Hawaii, soaking up some sun. So
Freaking
Lucky
Drew.
punk.
screw that guy.
Yes.
We're also missing Tom or Ekapun Petsborasuth.
Yes.
Tom Dark, not ugly.
Tom Dark at Tall Dark, not ugly.
Yes.
On everything.
On
Sure.
everything?
On everything.
Okay.
And we are also missing the Azorian one, Anthony Steves,
Yes.
who our thoughts are with in this time.
Yes.
So that's pretty much, that's us in a nutshell.
Is it us?
It's us.
Okay.
But I
Us mainly.
think what we do next.
What do we do next?
Usually we go around the horn. I'm sorry.
Or in this case, across
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 the
the
horn.
horn.
works.
We no longer sit at a horn.
What's this one?
We've-
Horizontal.
Horizontal.
Yeah. Lateral.
Horizontally
We got
the horn.
laterals,
So
yeah.
no matter which direction we're going with the horn, around the horn, or is when we go around the table. In this instance,
circular
Across the
in a
table.
circular
or
motion.
a linear in this case.
I mean,
We
it
really
could-
screwed up this bit.
It could be a really small circle. Usually we discuss either a topic or this week we're going to be talking about what we are currently reading, as in comic books.
Right.
You look guilty over there. Oh, well.
Oh, it's video.
Boy. Yes. Yep.
They know.
I'm
They know now.
implicated.
You've been had.
If you're listening to this audio, you only know that, I just said he looked guilty. If you're watching this on YouTube, then you know he was guilty.
Yeah, for a lot of audio people, you already know Dr. Barry's a liar.
Well, that's also true.
Not even a real doctor. You can't trust him. But the video people,
They don't know.
no, they totally know
don't
that
know.
I'm guilty.
You're guilty as charged. Do you want us to not start with you then?
Guilty AF. Go that way.
Curtis, do you want to start with what you've been reading?
Oh, heck yeah.
There he is.
Oh, man. So it's been a little while since we've all been together here in the Crusader. Well, this is like our Crusader safe house until
This is the bunker.
this is the bunker.
Can't see what's going on behind us.
Fury has a bunch of these that he has throughout the universe for us.
He doesn't remember this one though.
No,
Abandoned.
he doesn't.
So we just occupied.
It's ours. Yeah, so gosh, okay, what haven't I been? No, I can't say that. The comic book world is vast. So this week I finally wrapped up Paper Girls Volume 1.
Oh, so good.
1 through 5. Oh man.
So good.
So rad. I actually showed it to our good friend Bart. I showed it to his wife and I put it on my phone and I was just like, hopefully she just like at least pays 30 seconds of attention to it. And then like I handed her my phone and Bart and I started talking and I'm like, okay, I need to check she still has my phone. She's not giving my phone back. 30 seconds after that, she's giggling to herself, like very loudly.
And you're like, oh, well, there goes my phone.
Yep. And I'm like, all right,
That's
there goes
good.
my phone. And she's hooked. So I finished up Paper Girls, started the new Street Fighter Unlimited series. Because,
Interesting.
speaking of Dub Smash, I play Super Smash Bros. Competitively for my AMS squad. What's up, y'all? So, but within the game, Ryu from Street Fighter, they put him in as a DLC. So that's my main character that I play with. So I got back onto Street Fighter.
News to me, man. I love this.
I also appreciate the usage of Ryu.
Ryu.
No, Ryu.
Oh, yeah.
Although some people
I
maintain
say
it is
Ryu, my
Ryu.
bad.
I
Well,
have too much respect for the culture to screw it up intentionally or even accidentally.
As poorly as Dr. Barry.
I do say medias, so just take everything I say with a grain of salt.
How
Pretty
did you
much.
pass school?
But anyway, those are my two main ones, and I know I read some. I started Tokyo Ghost finally because I finished with Paper Girls.
Tokyo Ghost.
So that was rad, and I'm just gonna cap it there and move it to my right.
We gotta eventually stop talking about comics.
no right.
So
Why?
yeah, I mean,
Ask the
I don't,
show,
I don't really
baby.
know why. So I have been reading all of Marvel as usual, a lot of indie stuff as well. Two things I would like to highlight. One, the Civil War Choosing Sides comics. So basically, they're all tie-ins, but they're short stories. They're like 3-4 short stories in each one.
That's pretty cool.
Different artists, different writers.
Okay.
And they basically are just kind of like it's stuff that's happening in the Civil War that's not big enough to warrant its own series.
Okay.
For example, we see the son of Goliath. Goliath being one of the casualties in
from the
Civil
first
War.
Civil War,
Exactly.
right.
He has his father's abilities.
Ooh, that's
He
dope.
is also in prison for something. It seems like he wasn't actually guilty of.
Okay.
So they let him out, and
Okay.
it's completely unreal. I mean, they mention the superhero Civil War, but it's not about him fighting. It's not about him involved. It's basically this is what happened. Like, while the current Civil War is going on, the son of one of the biggest casualties of the first Civil War gets out of prison. So it's just
Rad.
it's cool. The
Okay.
art is really interesting.
That's super cool.
The other thing that's in there is a Nick Fury short story.
Ooh.
So Nick Fury,
Nike.
now an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. because it's the Nick Fury from the Ultimate Universe.
Okay.
He has a kill suit. That's what he calls his outfit. It's called the kill suit.
What?
I love it. So it's
I
got
need
the
a picture
standard,
of
the
this.
shield, white gloves, white eagle. When he taps on the eagle, though, it does different things. Gray,
Okay.
kind of cloaks him.
Okay.
Red basically gives him super strength for a short period of time. So he takes out a helicopter with it.
That's
Is cool. It also
rad. Oh my
he at one
gosh.
point camouflages himself as Moon Knight to look like Moon Knight.
No
to
way.
scare a bunch of people.
Nice.
It was really cool. That was on the Marvel
dope.
side.
I like
The
Moon Knight, man.
indie side.
more of that.
The indie side that I'm reading, Cry Havoc. You heard of Cry Havoc?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Cry Havoc is, again, it's one of those ones where it's just, I like when they're just like, hey, this is a weird thing.
Okay.
And this weird thing was, we have a bisexual hipster musician
Okay.
who ends up being bitten by a werewolf.
Okay.
In order to get rid of her lycanthropy, she joins an organization of other monsters, is sent to Afghanistan to hunt down another transforming monster with a bunch of other shapeshifters.
What?
So yeah, it's fantastic.
Wait, this was really?
It's weird.
crap.
It's fantastic.
That's rad.
It's by Image, so of course I love it.
Yeah,
You should
naturally.
check it out.
Yeah.
The first trade is now out.
Okay.
And it definitely has somewhere to go. I don't think it's one of those ones where it's just a one and done.
Right.
So that's what I've been reading.
Sweet.
So
What do you got, Piper?
I've had a lot of stuff going on.
This
I
is
feel
gonna be
like
short.
I've switched with Curtis and Steve's and been like, my life got really busy. I'm on a comic book podcast. Why?
Right.
I don't know. I haven't read a comic in a while.
So you can tell everybody about your Dub Smash video.
I can. They're not even comic book dub smashes. No, so I keep going to Empire's Comics. Shout out.
There we
Local.
go.
That's the plug.
Yep.
Empire's Comics Vault. ECV.
Yes.
Also check out their podcast.
Nope.
Cracking the Vault.
Cracking the vaults.
That's it. Kraken the Vault. So, we've gone to Empire's Comics and caught up on everything.
Sweet.
Buying everything.
You have that stack.
I did. So, it's been a good 2 weeks. But the most recent thing I read was something called Red Thorn.
Okay.
And it is I think it's an indie, and it is it's about this girl who goes to it's gonna kill me. It's either Scotland or Ireland. I think it's Scotland. Okay. You would everybody sees them as normal people, and I think she starts to see them as like a troll or something like that. But there's hints and clues and stuff to her sister's murder. We still don't know if the sister's actually dead or not.
Okay.
But the Red Thorn is this other mythological character that's kind of like a demonic beastie or something, but it looks like a guy. It's the cover. He's like the hot guy with no shirt on,
he's
in the leather pants and stuff with the red mohawk or whatever he had.
Okay.
You don't see him for the first issue or two. So I've read through the first 3 of those, and it's like, I don't know if I like it. I don't like it much. It's okay. I'm not continuing to read it, but I mean, it's got a purpose out there, and it was kind of fun. But
clearly,
I read it for.
You should be reading this, apparently.
No, that's just what I've been reading.
Okay.
But it's I've spent way too much time talking about something I'm not going to continue reading. But you might like it.
I mean,
this is the reading rainbow portion. Of if you like the
concept.
idea, yeah, I know. I liked the concept, and honestly, if I got like 6 issues deep, I might start enjoying it. But I've given it like 3, and I'm still not.
How many are out?
Many.
Okay, good.
More than the first trade.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it makes me think of in Hellboy, the second movie, where they get the glasses and they're able to see.
It's a lot like that.
She's a monster of some kind.
All of a sudden, there's like some bridge troll, but it's like huge, and it's got like calluses and stuff all over its body, and it's just like terrifying. Nobody else can see it.
Oh, I like that.
So yeah,
that's a cool concept.
Yeah, it is a good concept. I'm bummed that it is not.
It's like the supernatural comics that we like reading. I just feel like the delivery, the presentation isn't quite on point, or the storytelling is just a little flat. It needs something. It could be really good.
Well,
yeah. Thank you for telling me something that I should avoid. Appreciate it.
I mean, I still might try it. I don't know.
See,
I like the concept.
See,
but I'm worried. I trust you.
Might continue later. Probably try it out. Never ever.
No.
We're lowering the bar actually in this instance.
That's all right.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, our resident audio film maestro, production connoisseur of the
MacGyver.
electronic.
Do they have a name or just titles?
Curtis.
Curtis.
Got it.
That's what they. That's my name.
That's what the business card says. Curtis went down to Stockton.
Right.
Stockton, California for StocktonCon. I believe this was the 5th annual?
This was don't quote me on this. This was the 5th annual.
I believe it was a big one. It was a big one. We had pro wrestlers.
Oh yeah,
we had the NWO Wolfpack.
Oh, they were there.
We had all kinds. We had famous artists from the area, artists from outside of the area.
Yes.
Now Curtis, you were there. You were there both days, right?
I was there.
You were holding it down.
I was holding it. I didn't let it up.
No, well, it stayed grounded. So tell us
good.
about some of the guests that you were hanging out with.
Oh, I hung out by myself, but I walked past a lot of
Oh,
guests.
that's good.
Well,
I mean, as long as you saw them.
I did hang out with Ben from
Empire
Comics.
Or,
Plug.
but who was he there representing?
He was there representing Bootleg Publication.
I think it's publishing.
Dang it!
Either way,
Hey,
bootleg.
even he screwed it up when we did the interview.
Pub.
So
yeah.
Pub. I know
Bootleg
that's
Pub,
the name.
Ben.
Bootleg.
We
Pub.
got it right for you.
We have a website coming up soon. We had a video of this, correct? Of
We
you
do.
interviewing Ben.
It is going to be on our YouTube.
Right.
Yes.
So it'll be on YouTube soon. If
At
you're
the Capeless Crusaders.
interested in seeing that
On
interview.
YouTube.
on YouTube.
Fantastic.
So got to hang out with Ben. Got to hang out with our friends from Chunky Girls Comics.
I
Yup.
love them.
Awesome as well.
Who are doing well for themselves.
Yes.
They're at cons all over the place.
All over
They're
the
working
place.
on a children's book.
We didn't discuss
I
that.
beleave they have a Kickstarter going
Really?
for it.
Okay.
Basically about body positivity and,
Yes.
and preventing bullying.
Because they did a panel, which I wasn't able to make it to because I was covering other things. But I don't know, every time we get together, we always end up talking about personal stuff and not comic books.
They hit you with the chair, then you were out. It's okay.
Wolfpack was there.
NWO.
Yeah, definitely hit me with the what did he call it after he went over to WCW? Because it was just a jackknife powerbomb when he was Diesel, right?
Yeah.
Talking about-
I think they kept it the same.
Did they? Okay. Well, that's cool. Anyway, yeah, we got to see all my favorite 1, 2, 3 Kid or 6.
X-Pac.
X-Pac. Also Scott Hall.
They had
Kevin Nash.
Razor
Scott Hall.
Ramon.
Take a look at the bad guy. He was my favorite growing up.
Did he flick toothpicks? He just had a package of toothpicks, just flicking them. At
Oh, dude, I was picking up every single one. I might have put one in my mouth.
$5 just to flick it.
just to have a toothpick flicked at you.
I laid on the ground. I was like, just flick it on me. Just flick it
that's-
on me.
Can you sign the toothpick? No.
really,
No, man. No.
really difficult.
So that was pretty cool. Of course, Ron Lim.
My
was
best
there.
friend?
Yeah.
Yes,
Really?
That's what.
No, he was supposed to be there, right? I
Yeah.
had quick story, quick aside.
Please.
Our first StocktonCon as a podcast.
Yes.
I quick bought a Thanos toy.
Quick bot.
Quick bought. I found one in a stack of stuff. It was just loose, and he
Yes.
looked like a wrestler.
Yep.
He was all like wide set and stuff. He had this really bad. So I just had him, the Thanos mantle.
Yes.
I turned him around and I said, like, Mr. Lim, my best friend, please sign this. And he signed the back of it. And then I go around. I used to go around on Instagram and point at stuff with him. Just he's the Savage Titan on
Savage
Instagram.
Titan.
I miss the Savage.
That's
Titan.
on Instagram. You can still follow the Savage Titan.
I'm going
he's
to.
pointing at the word Titan.
He should collaborate.
Around in town.
I feel like the dub smash would be lost on an action figure, though. That wouldn't really.
It's not a. It's just pictures.
That wouldn't really make any sense.
Yeah.
It's just pictures.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason for me to even download the Instagram app again.
The Savage
just,
Titan.
just for the
Just
Savage
for
Titan.
that. Please start doing that again.
I think
Okay.
it's fantastic.
Gotta find that toy.
What other questions? I feel like I should be interviewed. What other questions?
What
you got
other
for me?
questions do we have?
How was the cosplay?
Oh, the cosplay, I would have to say, was awesome. Now, here's something a little unorthodox, and not a bad thing. I just wish I was aware, because most of the time, if you have a multi-day con, from my experience, you'll usually have the main cosplay competition on the final day,
Right.
but they had it on the first day.
Oh,
So
I see.
I didn't know. And so I missed the competition, but we got tons of people we got to go around and meet and take pictures with, and
Right.
of who's in some awesome cosplay. Our good buddy, I forget his Instagram tag. I'm so sorry, but I see you at like every con we go to. He is always cosplays as Captain America or a version
Right.
of Captain America.
Oh, he's like the best Captain
Oh,
America.
dude, he's the best. So he was
Hands
Stormtrooper
down.
Captain America mashup this time. Oh, dude, it was so awesome. And then he always cosplays with his family too. So like
the
his
valley,
wife, all
the
that.
Central Valley has some of the best. Like, I mean, we obviously like L.A., New York, like you guys get, you know,
course.
but the Central Valley has some surprisingly. I mean, we've got Maid of Might, we got B-Boy Spider-Man, we got the Captain America
Yes.
that I can't remember his name either, and
Yeah,
it
I know.
bums me out.
Me too.
He is great.
We
I
have
mean,
Tallest Silver, friend of the show, Tallest Silver, when we
Did
did
you?
our
Absolutely,
what's it
yeah.
called? On our, what was that? Free Comic Book Day.
Yep.
Yes.
And she
our,
wasn't there this time.
Mystique.
No, I did see her. She was there this time, but she was Poison Ivy
Okay.
this time, but she was walking out, and I didn't get to say hi as I was walking in.
On Instagram as Tallest Silver.
There we go. Plug.
Plug.
So yeah, cosplay was awesome.
Did they have the panels
Um,
for that as well? Or did you not?
I'm not sure. I spent most of my time like in the main area and then walking around just taking pictures. So I didn't get to go across the way, and I didn't go to any panels this time, and I'm super bummed.
Bummer.
I mean,
know.
we put a lot on you, sending you out there all by your lonesome.
Well, I had some of our fringe crusaders, some of our deputized
Fringe.
crusaders
Deputized.
came with us. My cousin Anthony came as a photographer. Hey Dag, what's up? That's his tag. So at DAG was there, as well as Malik came
Right.
along as well, who was on our last episode talking about Black Panther and Moon Girl.
Right.
What is his handle again?
Goddamn Comic Casual.
It's just, I love it.
Yes.
I'm never gonna remember it, but it's so good.
No, it's good. It's really good.
I really
That's about as
appreciate
good of a tag for a casual comic book reader as you can have.
So are we gonna have, where are we gonna see these pictures?
We are going to. I thought we have them on our Instagram already.
Do we have 'em on
Maybe
it?
we
Oh.
don't. We will tap our social media guru at the Azorian one.
I'm not good at this kind of stuff.
And the website coming up soon.
Yes,
The website.
So-
there is a website in the works. So, but yeah, no,
we
that
don't
was
have a link to that yet.
not yet.
Well, I
but
mean, it
we
doesn't
will.
exist. So.
Wait an
But you
episode or
can
two.
check on everything else
Right.
at the Capeless Crusaders on this, that, and them, and the others.
We've got
Just
all
them,
of
that,
those.
man. Piper.
Yes. Now, I will say one of my favorite parts about this con. Okay, this is like kind of not comic book related, but it's still my favorite part. They had
Say it,
they had
baby.
like 2 different Super Smash Brothers setups there.
You're obsessed.
And I didn't play a single game because I was repping for my crew.
Man, and well, I love that. I mean, I know there's some people who are like,
That's love.
they're convention like purists.
Yes.
They're like, I want to go to a Star Trek convention and just see Star Trek. I want to go to a
Right.
comic book convention just see comic books. I love that they've basically all expanded into just like kind of pop culture conventions. Like I know there are some people who are like, oh, I'll go back to them when they're just comic books. Like, I enjoy that they've got like pro wrestlers and old TV
definitely.
stars there, and they've got all kinds. I mean, because there's only so much you can do just looking at comic books, just meeting artists. Like, there is a lot out there.
Definitely.
And I think that's fantastic. They just randomly throw that in.
The barber shot with you.
Oh God!
Oh
with
man,
the Brutus, the barber beefcake.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
fantastic. That was
a
awesome.
good
Cutting
opportunity.
Barry's hair.
Oh, I want to say Honky Tonk Man was there this time.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't I go?
And I didn't get to say. No, I did say hi to him, so that was rad. And also Conan, but I'm trying to remember what was his
Barbarian?
name?
No,
when
he was just Conan.
In NWO. It was something more violent. And I want to say gang related.
I can't remember because his
move was the 187 though.
Yeah,
right?
and he kept wrestling for so much after that.
Yeah.
And he was just recently, for those of you who are still into professional wrestling, he was on the first season of Lucha Underground.
No way.
As like a trainer.
Oh, that's so dope.
He's like taking dudes under his wing.
Oh,
I love
man.
Conan. I love everything WCW and NWO.
And here's the funny thing to kind of piggyback off of the whole, maybe some people thinking that cons should stay pure, which I'm not gonna totally argue about it, but what I do enjoy about cons incorporating more is that people that may not be interested in that thing or may not have so much information on it get to be introduced to it, and now they may go to that con now, and now your con expands and grows, and it it builds your community. So I think it's good that we keep incorporating certain things. And the other flip side is just about everything that is there does have a comic book.
Right.
You can even isn't there a
wrestling comics now.
WWE run right now?
They're just getting going. They've had a couple, but now they're actually getting a continuing one. I mean,
CM Punk, who's no longer a wrestler technically,
will be
but will be
in
writing
UFC.
one.
Oh,
He's
that
writing,
is so
he wrote Drax.
awesome.
He's writing for Drax right now.
That's right.
It is. I mean, at this point, pop culture is just what it is. It's so popular. It's just everything is meshing together. You can actually see this now if you're watching the video, meshing together, and everything is just kind of interspersed with everything else.
I shan't be joining you.
That's kind of like the church and the steeple and
There's all the people.
And see Spider-Man.
open up the con and see.
Spider-Man.
See it dead.
But I loved. Yeah, it was a great con. So if you haven't been to Stockton Con before and you're in the area or you're not and you got money to burn, come out to Stockton next time around. Check out
Stockton
Con. It was awesome.
Well, and then say you miss Stockton Con.
Sure.
Say
What do you do if you miss Stockton
There's
Con?
another con coming around.
that's what I was getting to.
always
It's
a
so
con
good.
going
I
around.
know,
man.
What's the next segment, Barry?
one of my favorite, like, you want to talk about cons, crossing in between different topics and different mediums. Mediums? Medias?
Media!
I'm not good at this.
Media.
We, coming up this next week, we are going to be going to CrockerCon. And you're like, CrockerCon? Where is Crocker? No, as in the Crocker Art Museum in downtown Sacramento.
Very good.
Yes.
So you want to talk about, there's so many people that consider comic book art, they don't consider, the high form of art. But at this point, I mean, come on, have you seen Alex Ross? Like,
Yeah,
for real.
Go read something with Simone Bianchi.
Yeah,
It'll be art
seriously.
and tell me that's not art.
Which, a quick mini segue, we covered a Alex Ross expose years ago.
We did.
Again, down in Stockton
Yeah.
is just like right
They're just
with.
pulling out
I'm
all
pretty
the
jealous I wasn't there.
Well, I mean,
And
Like,
you
Alex
should
Ross
be.
is a favorite of mine.
It was
so
awesome.
incredibly talented.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, so we talk about this combination of art and comic books. So CrockerCon, I wouldn't say to even to stay relevant, but they saw an opportunity and they said, we're a museum,
Right.
but why wouldn't we get our hands dirty and get into the Comic Con business?
Absolutely.
So at the Crocker Art Museum, they're going to have cosplayers, they're going to have artists, they're going to have booths, they're going to have podcasters.
That's gonna be rad.
Hey.
Us, we're actually going to have a team up of sorts.
Yes.
Who are we teaming up with?
The Hulk.
No.
Maybe the Hulk of comic book
I got it
podcasting.
wrong.
Or the Sacramento Hulk of comic book podcasting.
I mean, I don't know if we want to say they get angry and then green. But
Well, they do crack things because
they
they
crack. That was a good one. Crack in the Vault podcast, Empire Comic Vault's official podcast. We will be joining forces with them in order to record. We're going to be interviewing a couple different people. We're going to be interviewing some local artists.
Yes.
We're also going to be interviewing the guys from SacGeek.com.
Yep.
Are there going to be wrestlers at this one?
They're not going to be wrestlers at this one.
If
That's sad, 'cause
technically,
I
if
just
we
had a
body
great
slam each
idea for
other,
a new segment.
what was it?
So you get professional wrestlers, or who were professional wrestlers at these conventions. We do this big interview segment where we go around and interview them a little bit if they're willing.
Gosh.
Pros and cons.
Okay. Oh.
And then at the end, someone gets body slammed through a table.
See, and that was the part that he's like, okay, well, no. I was like, someone's gonna get body slammed through a table.
Someone's gonna get
I just
powerbombed.
imagine
all
like us throwing someone like against the rope, and then we just do like a 3D, like with the table in the
that would
middle.
be
Or
great.
or we take we get a willing Drew, and then Barry and I do a where we team up on either side, and then
Oh, a double choke slam?
double choke
Oh,
slam.
that would be
Oh
rad.
man.
See, we're never going to get invited back to CrockerCon.
No,
know,
ever.
I'm
Because we're going to go in there and just be like, hey, we're going to destroy your tables real
all
fast.
Of the art.
They'd be like, what happened to CrockerCon? The tasteless Crusaders came through.
That was a priceless klimt, and you're like, I don't know what that means.
Oh, but
I had
it looks
fun.
pretty
We just put
good.
somebody through it. So
Yep.
So it's gonna be fantastic. I'm looking forward to CrockerCon. I've never actually been to one,
Yeah.
but I've seen
Start first.
I've seen the cosplay competitions they have.
Yeah.
I know Ben from Empires likes to have giant Jenga competitions.
I've also heard
Rad.
that Ben will be around in disguise.
Is he gonna be as
He will be
as the
cosplaying,
giant
but with
Jenga?
a-
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
I thought he was just gonna be a giant Jenga
That's
tower.
not at all true. Ben's not gonna. He will
He's tall enough to be one.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That's so funny.
So yeah, so
Yeah,
we're gonna be there. We're gonna be hanging out at CrockerCon. I believe you know what I should have done before we even started this episode is I should have figured out what time it is happening.
Oh, that's from 5 to 9 on
5
September
to-
8th.
There
Oh,
it is.
man.
Curtis Fisher
guy.
at Calm Down Warning.
Shoot
That's why
from the
we-
hip.
That's why we pay him the no bucks.
Pretty much. You guys don't give me Starbucks? Who's been giving me Starbucks?
Starbucks.
I thought it's been showing up on my Starbucks card.
I
I
think
thought it
you
was
have
you
a
guys.
creepy new admirer.
I was about to say, I think Curtis has just been stealing coffee from
Even-
people. Just walking in, just like, oh, this is
Walks
me.
in there, you're like,
Angela?
Janice, and you're
Yeah.
like, Janice, that's me. Gone.
Pretty much. What happened? You got hit by a smooth criminal. Put your hand on it. Put pressure on the wound.
So yeah, so we'll be
like
down
this.
at CrockerCon.
will be.
We'll be hanging out. We'll have a table.
We will.
Come see us. Come chat with us. We'll be wandering around. We'll
Well,
be talking to some of the artists.
Put a microphone in your face, and maybe you could say words, and it'll show up here where you listen anyway.
Perhaps.
Doesn't that sound like a fantastic option?
You'll be on the other end. You'll be right here.
You'll see how it feels to deal with this.
Gasp! Sorry for the video. For the video people, you'll be right here, and then we'll
Let's
be
say
like,
for the audio on the other side of the table.
just like,
There we go.
I feel like us adding video is a disservice to our podcast listeners who are like, I'm missing all these physical jokes.
Yep.
I'm missing the physical humor.
then go to the video. Go to the internet.
Go to
and
the
look at
YouTube.
this.
It's
Yeah.
free.
It's for
Actually,
free.
see, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys realize this, but all of our content is free.
For now.
Yeah, for now. I mean, I don't know when we'd actually be able to charge you for anything, but our podcast always free on iTunes.
Right.
At the Capeless Crusaders. Please rate, review, and subscribe because everything you do, especially when it comes to those 5-star ratings, helps the algorithm and helps us get to new people. New people that might also want to be here on the other side of the table talking to us.
Which
Say-
then allows us to make more of this stuff.
Yes,
Right.
we would
People
love to
like.
do this all the time. We would love to do this as, a means of providing for ourselves.
And if you enjoy us, I should think that you would want us to do this all the time.
If you're watching this
I
right
want
now,
them to starve and be artists. That's
Help
basically
you help us.
Yes.
help me to help you.
if you're still
That.
watching this,
Help me
help.
to help you.
Say, I don't have the internet. Well, Charlie from Willy Wonka, how are you listening to this now?
I was about
Go
say,
to the internet.
I don't. We don't have a fix for that. If you
Right.
don't have
No, we
internet,
don't.
I apologize.
Go
You-
to the
you
internet.
can't actually
Well,
listen
how
to
do
us.
they- yeah,
And
how
by
do
the
they
way,
see us? Yeah.
Gene Wilder,
Ah,
may you forever rest in peace.
that was a tough one.
We have if we're gonna shoehorn something in, I have a dub smash in memoriam.
Do you really?
Yeah, it
Please
was-
go check that
It
out.
was from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah,
that was my favorite Wilder movie.
Anything to rep Wilder.
We did lose something. Like he wasn't doing anything late on in his life. but,
Right.
I mean, he was an artistic.
I think it's
force.
similar to when the
comedic force in this
the actor that was actually inside of R2D2 passed away. It's just like it's just a light
Yeah.
went out.
Yeah.
Like, and even if like they weren't active, like you feel.
When Robin Williams went. It's like
Oh my
couldn't-
gosh.
like we just lost something. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
Gene Wilder.
It's a loss.
Comic and talent tour de force.
Indeed.
right.
So we are definitely feeling that.
We miss you already.
Yeah.
As we all stare dejectedly off.
Now we're just sad. Thanks, Piper.
Is this the end of the
Really
episode?
appreciate.
or
Yeah.
is this-
Now that you've done this, now
much.
I just want to just
brought
go.
it up.
I didn't bring up Gene Wilder.
You did.
Oh, how did I bring up Gene Wilder?
Is it also Gene Wilder freaking died?
I didn't bring that up.
You did.
You did.
I did not.
I did.
Check the tape.
That was
Oh
me.
wait, no, Curtis.
was- okay.
Curtis.
Sorry.
It was neither of us.
I just missed Gene. Okay, gosh.
Way to bring
Well-
us down, Curtis.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to another episode of
The Capeless
the
Crusaders.
What are we
Capeless
called?
Crusaders. My name is David Barry at drbarry on varying social medias. To my left, we have
Curtis at Calm Down Warning at Existential Romeo.
What was that?
Curtis at Calm Down Warning at Existential Romeo. To my right of rights.
Alley-oop. Pow.
Dang.
What were you doing here? Goodbye, foolish mortals.
Yes.
Mad Piper at the Mad Piper on Instagram.
for Drew JMC,
Yes.
the Azorian one, and Tall Dark Not Ugly. We are the Capeless Crusaders. A good night.